Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of February 11th through the 18th. In case you missed it last week, you can come here to Seasonal, click on this, and then scroll down to get yourself a free glyph right here for 1 credit. Scroll down even further to get yourself a color palette here for another 1 credit. And then we have the Eros Oro ornament here for 50,000 credits. So these are pretty cool looking. And you can buy as many of them as you want, as many of them as you can afford. The best place to get credits is going to be the high-level index or profit taker. That seems to be what the majority of players are doing. And if we come down here to Prime Resurgence, you guys can see that we have less than 4 days left for these 14 Warframes that are currently available. So you're going to have to hurry, get yourself some Aya together so that you can buy these relics and go farm these frames out. The next frames that we're going to have coming in is Banshee and Mirage. Absolutely recommend that you grab a Banshee and Mirage. Banshee I use for making Lich and Sister hunting super easy, specifically the killing the Lich or the Sister when you get to the Railjack part. I made a short about that. You can find it on my channel. Super fast way to kill the Lich. And then Mirage is just great all around. Absolutely recommend you get both of these frames when they come out. If you've seen this video before Monday, you're still going to be able to get the 10 times training debt bonds, 10 times shelter debt bonds, 10 times medical debt bonds, and then alert 2 rewards are the advanced debt bonds and the familia debt bonds. This Friday, there'll be a similar alert popping up, but the rewards will be different. It'll be 3 times Gyromag systems, and then alert 2 will be a repeller systems, and then 2 times Atmos systems. So this is all a part of the rebalancing of the Fortuna Syndicate rank up costs. So even if you've already done your rank up in Fortuna, you could still do these alerts and kind of get these back. So that's kind of cool.
How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling Warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of Warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. Alright, if you have never missed a call mission before, call this week. He is at the prison Murex, and he has Deathless, Blow Up Node Things, Gene Stamp Collection, Helion Kills, Call Go Fast, and Man the Guns. If we check out Chipper, we want to find out what Archon Shard he's got this week. We're looking at a Crimson Archon Shard, which is great, because that means that our Archon this week likely has an Amber Archon Shard, which it does. 80%, let's go, Tau. And then we have Archon Nira. The first one is a Rescue, an Interception, and then a Showdown against Nira. So if we check the events here, we've still got Star Days till the end of this month, so that's a thing. We have the Thermia Fractures, and that has 10 days left, 16 hours. As of recording this video. Reminder for your weekly Ayatan treasure hunt with Maru, that's currently available. And if we check out Steel Path for the day, we have defense, survival, rescue, sabotage, and mobile defense. For invasions, I did not notice anything earlier. Yeah, there's nothing that matters for invasions right now. Syndicates, I don't know if you guys are keeping up with getting your Cephalon Samaris, but just have this anyway and turn it in and go get it like whenever you can. Just decent way to make extra plat. We have sabotage, mobile defense, and rescue for the sortie. And if we check out Nightwave, so we have the usual suspects for Nora. We got kill 500 enemies, permanent weekly, kill or complete 15 missions, and then kill 30 Eximuses. Those are the permanent weeklies. We have a Hydralist Hunter, kill or capture an Eidolon Hydralist. Complete a defense mission reaching at least wave 20. Unlock 3 relics. Complete 3 scans for Cephalon Samaris. Ironic that I talked about that. Kill 20 enemies while riding a K-Drive, Kaith, Velocipod, or Murulina. or whatever. Kill 150 enemies with a melee weapon, and kill 150 enemies with heat. The credit offerings for this week. I'm not noticing any helmets that we don't have already, but we have a lot of aura mods here. This is, if you got extra credits, you can spend some of these and make some decent platinum here. Corrosive projection, enemy radar, rifle amp, EMP aura, rifle scavenger, pistol scavenger, and sprint boost. The ones I'd recommend that I see often in trade chat: corrosive projection, certainly. Enemy radar, yes. Rifle amp, yes. Rifle scavenger, not as much. And sprint boost, yes. I would even pick up a little bit of pistol scavenger just in case. You might be able to sell that, but it really depends. Honestly, if you have, let's say, like 100 credits, you can only get like 5 of these, or yeah, you can only get like 5 of them. Personally, I would just buy all corrosive projections, to be honest, and just move those. That's probably gonna sell better, or you'll get probably through it faster than anything else if you're just looking to make extra plat. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we see directed convergence for the Supra, purifying flames for Ember, and ambush optics for the Rubico. If we check out the circuit, the Steel Pass circuit for this week, we're looking at the incarnate weapons being the Boar, the Gamma Core, the Anku, the Gorgon, and the Angstrom. And personal recommendations, if you don't have any of these: the Boar, yes. And I know everybody goes crazy over the Gorgon, but I personally don't really like it. I don't like the way that it is when it's incarnate. I'm not a fan of it at all. The Angstrom, however, surprised me a lot. This wound up being a lot more fun, personally, to use than I feel that any of the rest of these were. So my recommendation is the Boar and the Angstrom. But if you already have them and you scroll over here, you could also instead choose a rifle riven, pistol riven, melee riven, or 20,000 Kuva instead. If we go to the normal circuit, let's see what they got. We have Nidus, Octavia, and Haro this week. Traveling to the Dormizone to see what Akrithis has. Akrithis has Arcane Intention, a rifle riven mod, a melee riven mod, 5,000 Kuva as per usual, an Exilus Warframe adapter, and an Orokin blueprint. Personally, I'm picking up these rivens. Everything else, probably not. But yeah, for 15 Pathos clamps apiece, I think that's not bad. And we're going to fast travel to Archimedean Yonta because reminders are key here. You certainly want to grab your 35,000 Kuva from Archimedean Yonta if you have your 5 Void Plume Pinions. All right, if you stop by Teshin in the relay and we look at his Steel Path honors, we're going to see that he has 50,000 Kuva this week. Let's go. And that's for 55 Steel Essence. And also remember to pick up your Veiled Riven Cipher for 20 Steel Essence. That'll make your life a lot easier. And everybody's favorite butt plug has himself a browse merchandise. A Tenant Ferox, 28% cold. Skip that. 27% Toxin Grigori. Skip that. 45% Heat Livia. That's doable. You can grab that if you want. We have a 41% Tenant Exec. I would still skip that. And a 52% Radiation for the Agendus. If you do not have an Agendus, this is the one you want to get this week. So spend your holo keys on this, grab that 52%. This should mean that it is 2 fusions away from maxing out. So another 2 more Agenduses should max this out to 60 if that's your goal, which is why I recommend getting this one. And I don't really recommend getting all the other options that he has. And if we go to Iron Wake and visit Palladino, we're going to see our reminder here for you guys to grab your 2 Rivens with 10 Riven slivers apiece. Got a pistol, that's good. And a rifle, excellent, good week. And we also have another 10 Riven slivers will get you another 35,000 Kuva. Plus 150,000 credits with 5 Riven slivers. Because you got the Riven slivers, why not? And our helmet is going to be different from everybody else's, as it is every single week. But this is also a reminder for you to check out your helmet and just see what abilities it has. So if we come over here, we can see that we have a Saren with 250% melee damage plus 75% sprint speed. A Nyx with 250% secondary damage plus 1000 armor. And a Volt with plus 200% ability strength and immune to status effects. That sounds wonderful. And I think I might want to run that outside with the Eidolons. All right, that about wraps it up this week. As a reminder, we're doing the coaching session for Patreons right after this video. So if you see this video and you want to get into that coaching session, just, you know how it works. And for those of you guys that like free stuff, it's still happening. I still do free stuff every day on my streams. So if you guys come down, you can type !free in the chat and just read the second link. It explains how it all works, the entire system. So you can see that there's no like little gimmicks or whatever to it. It's just, it is in your face and right there, and you can read all about it. And you could just earn free stuff by hanging out in my streams. But thank you guys so much for hanging out, watching, being a part of the community, all that stuff. Love your faces. Remember, last week I reminded you to wash your balls. This week I will remind you to pinch your left nipple. All right, I'll see you guys later.